Whatever you're complaining about, it's all going to happen no matter what you do or what you say. So you got to make the best of it.
What's up everyone, Preston here from Amato Media and Amato Painting. I just wanted to introduce our newest segment, the Weekly Hustle. This segment was inspired by the Weekly V. At the end of each week, we'll be releasing this Weekly Hustle, and it'll basically just capture what we do on a daily basis during the week. And this will include our Amato Painting, so the painting industry, and you'll get an insight on how the painting industry works. We also have Amato Media, so we'll be covering everything we do on the social media side of things. We have our side hustles. We also have our podcast that we'll be featuring, different videos from that. So we're looking forward to, once this coronavirus ends, obviously right now we're stuck in the office, so there's not too much to film right now, but we still have a bunch of content, so hopefully you guys enjoy this.
Hey guys, I want to talk today about business and your lives right now, and try to stay a little motivated. Listen, all this stuff is going to happen whether you want it or not, and no matter what you do every day, whether you're moping around in bed, or you're around the house cleaning up the house, or you're out in the yard, or you're complaining about this, or you're complaining about, Donald Trump or the governor of Pennsylvania, or whatever you're complaining about, it's all going to happen no matter what you do or what you say. So you got to make the best of it. If you're in a business right now, you should be taking a look at everything that you do, all your processes, all your employees, your strengths and your weaknesses, and you should be streamlining everything you possibly can. We went through this week and probably canceled. I know I canceled at least 10 apps that we were paying for, and not really even using. And some of those apps were $100 a month. Others were $15, but when you add them all up, I bet you we saved $500, $600, $700 a month on things we don't even use. We're offering virtual estimates now. We've had before, we just haven't really pushed forward with it. We're going to continue that after all this. Yeah, we're missing sports. We're missing, going out to the movies. I sell books as a side gig, which does pretty well. We're missing baseball card shows, but all that stuff will be there when we get done. And you might have found out that, some other things that you weren't able to do or you weren't paying attention to, now you can. Maybe that's sitting down reading a book to your kids, or maybe it's you need to paint that wall or you paint that room. You can finally do it. So stay motivated. It's gonna end eventually and soon, hopefully, and we'll all get through it.
Ryan Amato Painting was lucky enough to be chosen to restore the paint job on the 48-ton Josiah White 2 canal boat, which you can still ride, dine, and enjoy. When you're riding the canal boat this summer, take a look down. That paint job, we are thrilled to play any part in the canal boat and its rich history. If you need any painting, please call us at 484-821-7112 or visit us at ryanamatopainting.com.
I feel like I just did 100 of them. Dwyer Brown. You should have saw me and Ryan interviewing Jackson last night. I think that would be like an awesome video.
So you brought up a lot of good things there, and I can kind of just throw my questions out because I think we can talk off the top of the chart here. I didn't fully explain, you're also a relationship expert, and you have a book out called Love and Relationship Secrets. Have you found yet that you're having more people call you because they're now together more? honestly.
Well, that's what's happening, Ryan. Yeah, I mean, they're contacting me because they're all over each other's throats, right? And the reason is that they're not used to seeing each other this much.
What's up, guys? Preston here. Dad just left. Another busy day. Even though we're in quarantine, still getting a lot of work done. As you can see behind me, we got the Dave Essel podcast coming out today. Hope you guys check it out. No one's here right now, so I figured we could take a tour of our lab up here at Amato Media and Amato Painting. So we'll start with my room. Green screen, idea board, and then we got the mic and dual screen setup. Some of you might be interested. I got the iBuy power, a custom PC. It's pretty much the only thing that can handle the amount of programs we run here. Going to my dad's office, turn the light on here. He one-ups me. He's got the 3 screens, Yeti mic, got some beats there. This is where we do the podcasts when we have guests here. Obviously right now with the coronavirus, can't have any guests in, so for now it's being used to hold a bunch of baseball cards. Big fans of collecting cards, and hopefully we'll be doing some more content with that. And now to the exciting room. But this is the room right here. This is the eBay room / Amazon retail arbitrage.
So what do the business owners do? What does an entrepreneur do at this time?
So really now it's imperative more than ever to have an online strategy and an online game, because the only way to really keep your businesses going is to work from home, to learn how to reach out to people using video, using other methods that maybe we didn't use so much for business. A lot of people were using that for socializing, but now it's how do you really monetize using Zoom, using Skype.
Hey, it's Ryan here. I'm with Preston. We're in the same stupid room we've been in for a month. What is everybody else doing with their time down? I'd like to know. If you could post below and tell us what you're doing, how are you keeping sane? Now you're with your wife or your husband 24/7 pretty much. Do you plan on getting divorced? Is there anything going crazy there? Or are things better? Have you learned that, maybe time at home is something that you should have been doing a lot more than you've been doing, just thinking about work or other things that you got going on. So we're really interested in what everybody's doing. Please feel free to post it below, and let's get some good conversation going.
I want to talk to you about a compliment I received, it was about a week and a half, 2 weeks ago, that meant a lot to me. Probably meant nothing to the lady behind the counter. So I was at the grocery store. I go to ShopRite. I like ShopRite. And a little known fact about me is I love the grocery store. I probably go there 3 to 4 times a week. I don't know why. It's relaxing. I talk to the people. I know a lot of people in the store. But another fact is I like to bag groceries. I don't know why. Now, it might not be perfect. I stick everything in one bag. I don't care. You put your oranges in with the eggs. I'm putting heavy things in with the bread. That's what you get. That's why I'm not a professional bagger. But bagged all my groceries. Lady behind the counter says, "Wow, you're like the most awesome bagger I've ever had." To me, that's important, and I like that because I always tell people no matter what you do in life, whether you're sweeping the floors, you're cleaning toilets, you're delivering mail, you're the gas man, you're the electric whatever you do it the best that you can. You don't go through the day slacking off, trying just to get by, trying to live for that end of the day Friday so you have the whole weekend to do nothing. You're never going to make it that way. You're always going to be complaining. You're always going to be looking for people to hand you stuff. Get out there and hustle, do your best, and good things happen to you.
What do you tell somebody young right now who wants to get involved with anything that you do, media, videography, anything?
All right. Well, to young people, what I always tell is the first thing, which is my main slogan, is perseverance is real. You know what I'm saying? Anything that you're about to get into, especially in this entertainment biz, is not for the weary. You have to persevere through everything. Not everything's going to be a yes, and definitely not everything's going to be a no. You know what I'm saying? You yourself have to do the best you can to make it best for you. You know what I'm saying? That's one. Two, stay consistent.
Then it's the value that your company can bring to somebody's house or business. It should be. Shouldn't be a price thing. It should be a value. What kind of value are you bringing to your clients? So we take a look at that. What are we actually bringing to our clients? Are we bringing value? Or are we just going through the motions? So we take a look at everything. Everybody should be held accountable in your business to make sure that the customer is having a good experience. And if they're not, it needs to be addressed right away.
The shock and awe of young people, kids, when they come into the museum and they bear witness to a segregated society for the very first time, because they've been removed from those kinds of struggles. But it is vitally important that we allow our children to look back in time if they are to appreciate how far we've come, and for us to empower our young people to take us where we still yet need to go in the future. We still have work to do in this country as it relates to race relations, as evidenced by some things that we've seen in recent times, in and around race in our society. And if they're going to be charged with doing that.
All right, Sunday here at the office. Not even sure what time it is. 5:08. Just got back from a walk with my dad. He's gone right now. He's back at home. I'm here doing some videos, just wrapping up the week. I'd say morals at an all-time low right now with the coronavirus. Been stuck in the office all week, so it was nice to get out today and go on a walk. But this week we have a bunch of podcasts coming up. I still have probably 5 or 6 from last week to edit, so we'll be releasing them. And then my dad, I know he has at least 5 more coming up this week, so they'll be coming up the next coming week. So we'll have a lot of that coming up on the Weekly Hustle. Stay tuned for a bunch of content. Pretty much all we can do right now is produce content since we're stuck in the office. For all my creators, I figured I would do a video, just a quick video right now on the Weekly Hustle on how to not get burnt out during this coronavirus, because I know for me, I've been probably looking at my computer screen at least 8 hours a day. I've been editing all the podcasts, and we've been doing probably 5 or 6 a week. So that takes a lot of time, a lot of energy, and then also creating all the social media content on top of that. So I wanted to give you some tips on how I don't get burnt out on looking at a computer screen all day. So for me, right now with the coronavirus, it's really important that I at least take 30, 45 minutes a day to go for a walk or do something outside, walk a dog, something to get out of the office and keep my mind fresh. Because if you stay in the office all day and just keep looking at that computer screen, it's not going to be good, and your mind's going to be all foggy. So you don't want that. So my advice would be to get some fresh air. Obviously it's harder now. Normally I would go to the gym, but the gyms are closed. So just go out, go for a walk, just get some fresh air when it's nice out. So that's number 1. Number 2 would be to know when you need that break. For me, if I'm sitting at my desk all day, I like to get up and walk around. Even if it's inside, I need to get up and stretch out. But know your limits, know when you need a break, because if not, you're gonna be so inefficient. So that's number 2, is know your breaking point and know when to take a break. Along with that is to make sure you're scheduling some free time. So make sure you're not working in the entire day. Make sure you're taking some breaks, like I said. So just make sure you're scheduling that time to take off. Number 3 would be managing your time. That means basically scheduling and blocking out time periods for each task you have and setting goals for that day. So for me, I have a certain time period that I want to get these podcasts done in. They're hour-long podcasts, so my goal is to get them done in X amount of time. And then move on to the next task and reach that goal. And maybe in between those tasks, I take a 30-minute break to get my mind right. My last tip would be to engage with others that are around you. Again, obviously that's tough. That might be tough right now with the coronavirus, but for me, I have my dad here, so I'm able to bounce ideas off him and even talk about some of our hobbies that we like sports and collecting baseball cards. So that will get my mind off what I'm doing at that moment. But when we do have ideas, it's easy to bounce ideas off each other and kind of plan accordingly to what we want to do and what our goals are. So yeah, those are my tips for not getting burnt out, especially during this coronavirus, for my creators, because I know that's about the only thing we can do right now. And a lot of the things that you may normally do to get away from burning out, it may be difficult to do right now. So yeah, follow those tips and let me know what you think.